First, I'd like to, just send my condolences to the Pagulas and their family. Obviously, don't know all the details of what's going on. We're all praying for them, and we appreciate everybody else in the community praying for them as well. Again, it's new news to us, and she's done so much for our organization, and we all love her so much. So, again, as a team, we're sending our prayers, and we just ask that you guys do the same for us, please.
Was there a pall over things today? A little bit of a cloud maybe because of that? Or?
Yeah, a little bit. Again, it was just taken at such a surprise to the team to hear about that. So you can definitely feel that. So she's on our minds, and again, this is a time that they need privacy and just as many prayers as they can get.
Josh, you guys just about that today, though?
Yeah.
Josh, is this the most weaponry you've had, this far in your playing career, and how would that make you a better quarterback this season?
Yeah, we got guys all over the field that can make some plays now, and if you look at the depth from the running backs to the tight ends to the receivers, guys that just have shown they've made plays in the league before, and we got some rookies that are coming along and continuing to improve and impress some of these coaches. So again, all this is fine and dandy, but until we put on the pads and play some real football, you never really know.
How would you compare, Josh, maybe how you feel from an overall offense perspective? In terms of how prepared as an offense you feel, obviously with the change of 10 and everything, and some of that continuity. I just gauge it compared to other years.
Yeah, again, doesn't feel like we've missed a step. Obviously it's going to be different. It's a different voice in the headset. It's a different mind calling the plays. The verbiage is still the same. The protections are still the same. Obviously we've switched up a couple things here and there with concepts and thought processes and stuff like that. But again, being able to call the same play and understand our players know this play like the back of their hand, and it's just our job to go out there and execute. But again, this is the game of football. Everything that we did last year and the year before has no effect to what we're going to do and hope to accomplish this next coming year. So we gotta start fresh and learn how to improve and keep finding ways to improve.
Josh, where do you decide? They have different personalities. Everybody has Ryan and Dorsey. And we found out, I think last week, Mitch Morris talked about how Dorsey, the Holy Spirit comes out of him. He gets a little hyped up or whatever. How do you adjust to that? And how they differ in that sense?
Again, I think it's a very similar sense of, they're very competitive. I'm talking about Dorsey and Dable, and me being very competitive. We mesh very well together. So I know when he gets hyped up, I'm probably pretty hyped up too. So we can feed off each other that way, but I'm sure there's going to be times too where he's either going to have to tell me, hey, let's calm down here, or I'm going to have to tell him, let's calm down here. And again, being a first-year play caller, I'm sure it could be difficult at times, but I've got supreme faith in him, and I know that he's got trust in me, so that makes me at ease when you got a guy calling plays that has trust in you when he calls something that you can execute it or find a way to get out of a bad situation and put yourselves into a better situation.
Josh, it's been a few years since you guys have been to Rochester. What does it mean to be able to have training camp there?
I love going there. I love spending time in the dorm rooms with teammates and playing cards and video games and hanging out and spending really every waking second together with the guys, and I think that helps build camaraderie and a really good team chemistry that you can't get otherwise. So it'll be fun to get back. I know the fans in Rochester are probably excited about it. There's a lot of fans that do that commute on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays for us. So it's a way to give some outreach back to them as well and show them that we appreciate them. But we're looking forward to it.
John said a lot of the same things. He maybe questioned the dorm rooms a little bit.
Yeah. Sean lives up in his castle, and he has a good time. And again, we don't need much. We're hanging out, and as long as we've got some Xboxes and PlayStations to play video games on and cards to play with, guys in the dorm rooms we're pretty chill. And again, we understand what training camp's for. So when we're waking up, we're working. When we're done, try to relax and decompress a little bit with each other. But make no mistake, it's a business trip.
What has this offseason been like for you between the match and NFTs, and it just seems like it's been go, go, go this offseason. Does it feel any different?
Not really. I mean, it feels like the OTA sessions have flown by. It doesn't feel like I've been here that long. I've had a couple trips here and there and done a couple different things, which has been fun. But I'm extremely ready to get back to just being football and being the best quarterback and teammate that I can be for the Buffalo Bills.
Josh, it seems like you and Case Keenum hit it off pretty well off the field. What has made that relationship click so quickly, and what has he maybe brought on the field to you and to the team?
Yeah, golf, humor, and personalities, we match up pretty well. And again, he's a great dude. He's been around the league a long time. He knows a lot of different things. He's been in multiple offenses. He knows how to deal with guys, so I can lean on him heavily about things that I see, things that he sees, and he comes up to me, and I got great respect and trust in him. So that's something that developed really quickly, and I'm sure it's only going to get better, with time.
Josh.
Out there today, was it kind of impossible to miss Tavon Austin? I mean, intense on the sidelines. What have been your early impressions of him?
I mean, that's a true pro right there. He's only been here a couple weeks, but even in walkthroughs, the attentive, how attentive he is. He's right behind me, basically listening to the play call, jogging out, and standing behind somebody in front of him and going through the play. You guys saw him warm-ups. He's behind the guys catching punts. He's right there behind him and doing all the drills and making it, game-like reps. And he's trying to get those reps without actually getting them. So, again, his attention to detail has been awesome. His approach to guys, how he talks to his teammates, the other receivers, is awesome. He's bringing those guys along. So it's awesome to have a guy like that who's been around the league for a long time that people respect so much. And again, I think that's when you have some of these young guys in here, they know Tavon Austin from his highlights on YouTube. I know that I watched those as a kid growing up. His college highlights were unbelievable. So I know some of those receivers have so much respect for him already. So when he talks, they listen.
Josh, how critical is this week to making sure everything's kind of buttoned up with the operation of the play call, getting in and out with new OC before you guys get to training camp so you can get there running?
Yeah, you wouldn't hit the ground running there. So making sure that the voice that we're hearing is meshing, the words, and it sounds weird, but even having somebody new calling plays, certain words may sound different in a headset, and they mix up with some other things. So if there's any problems with that, trying to fix it as quickly as possible, and maybe changing a word or changing a protection so we can hear it better in the huddle in order to go out there and execute. But so far, so good. And again, we'll continue to work on it, and like I said, try to hit the ground running.
Josh, what's your
Important for you after the match to make sure you're on a red-eye flight here to be here for the next practice? I mean, I understand why, but if you can describe your thinking about that, the importance of being here.
Yeah, I mean, again, the only reason that I've been able to do some of these things this offseason is because I play quarterback. I play football for the Buffalo Bills. So, I want to improve. I want to be the best quarterback that I can be, the best teammate that I can be for the Buffalo Bills. On top of that, I was tired of Vegas, ready to get out of there. Didn't play too well and wanted to get my mind off of it. So, came back here and got to do what I'm really good at and throwing the pigskin. So, it was a way to – some people have to leave the facility to ease their mind. I have to come to the facility sometimes to ease mine.
So, Josh, what is the biggest challenge you face on being the leader of this team, and what makes it consistent while just being a teammate? Again,
I think with the guys that we've brought in, guys like Vaughn, Mike and Jordan being back, Stephon, even Gabe kind of stepping into a leadership role, we share the burden around us. And I think the locker room and the guys that we have do such a good job in communicating and, putting our expectations out there. And again, we've got the highest expectations out of anybody. I know you can look at the media and you can hear different word after different word and different thought after different thought, but we're here for one goal, and that's to win a world championship. So we're trying to do everything we can do, and again, we're not putting too much pressure on us because we know what to expect. But in terms of going out there and executing, we're just trying to get better and play the best football that we can play.
Josh, what makes the QB room so special and unique this season?
Again, I've been with Matt, so our relationship there is pretty special. We were with each other for a couple years prior to this. We live near each other. We get to hang out quite a bit. His family's awesome. And then bringing in a guy like Case who, again, he's here just to help out as much as he can and give us everything that he has. And, like I said, he's been around the league. So the knowledge and the knowledge that he has and the expertise that he has in this game is going to help us out. With a different mind. That's he's awesome on the field. He's awesome in the film room. And we just mesh. We have a good time together. And again, football is supposed to be fun. We have a lot of fun.
Josh, how good was it to see George back at practice? Like, good for you.
It was awesome. It was awesome. And I don't really know what's going on in that aspect, and that'll all kind of figure itself out. I've been around this league for now 5 years, and sometimes that's how they go. But I'm glad that he's here, and we missed him. We missed him in OTAs. I know he missed being here. So again, he's all pro, and when he's on the field, he's one of the best, if not the best safeties. And we got the best safety tandem in the league, and I've said that since I've been here, and I'm going to continue to say that.